Ekisooka minisita agenze na buli kye yali awulidde abikuŋŋaanyizza wamu n'agamba twawulira BBC yagamba bwe, twawulira Human Rights Commission yagamba bwe, twawulira bw'amaze n'agamba nti famire z'abantu ababuzibwawo zaagana okutuyambako okubanoonya, n'olw'ensonga eyo tetusobodde kubaleetera kisembayo ku bantu bano. Kyekiri mu ripooti ekyo kikulu nti gavumenti ekkiriza nti okunoonyereza kwayo ate nga abantu abamu baabuzibwanga emotoka nga teziriko number plate. Abasirikale abajja okukwata abantu buli mu Uganda abamanyi tebabeera mu yunifoomu z'amagye, tebabeera mu yunifoomu za poliisi. Ekyo bakikola mu bugenderevu nti olunaku lwe banaababuuza abantu balazeewa nga babeewakana. So statement erimu ebintu bibiri, kwewakana na kugamba nti tulemereddwa okunoonyereza okufuna ekituufu ku bulawo kw'abantu.
Uganda Eyenkya.
The procedural issue I have, and I seek for your indulgence, Madam Speaker, and you'll allow me to give a background as I raise it. This Parliament, Madam Speaker, under your leadership, has been different. There has been an attempt to move together in our divergence. Madam Speaker, this Parliament is aware that the leader of opposition and his team walked away on matters of human rights. And I want to thank you that today, Madam Speaker, you have put this matter on the order paper. And having received this order paper in advance, as our rules provide, Madam Speaker, it is the reason that we've returned, because we value matters of human rights more than any other issue. The procedure issue, Madam Speaker, accompanied with a request, is that you vary the order paper, which power you have, Madam Speaker, and you have done, for the good of all of us, to bring this matter earlier, so that we engage with it before we engage with other matters. Reason, Madam Speaker, those of us who have not been coming here, we have millions of people that we represent here. Their expectation is that a matter of this magnitude will actually persuade you to give it priority. So the procedure accompanied with the request, Madam Speaker, is that you vary the order paper like you have done in many other instances before, and have this matter come before this bill, before this statement on netball, so that, Madam Speaker, we sit here with comfort that a matter we consider, or a side of Parliament considers very, very serious, is handled, and then we can comfortably deal with these other matters, Madam Speaker. And I want to beg for your indulgence and thank you, because you have accommodated all of us this far, Madam Speaker. So that's the procedure issue I am raising, and a request to you, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Semuju. And since you said you want it to be brought before issues of netball, I will move it before netball. That is okay. I am responding to Honorable Semuju Lob. Lob, please, first wait. I am the one who put this on the order paper, and I want it sorted today. And I am going to bring it before netball. I will bring it, Semuju, I will bring it out before netball, because I know netball will take a lot of time. Have you uploaded the report on human rights? I hope all of you have that report. Next item.
Item 6, statement by Minister on alleged enforced disappearances of persons.
Honorable Minister says he's on his way. Can we first handle Rakoja?
Bills, second
Honorable members, the minister said he's coming in. Please.
Item.
I am more interested in finalizing this thing more than anybody. Okay?
Much obliged, right, Honorable Speaker. As I came in, I found my brother, the Honorable Somejo, making a very passionate plea to you to allow for this matter to be given a priority. And for the reasons you have, more than any other person, fully appreciated. And we appreciate you for that understanding. Honorable Speaker, because of the gravity of this subject.
Honorable, just a minute, Lord. Government, where is the Minister of...
Right, Honorable Speaker. The Minister is on his way coming. But he was held up in Kololo. That's what he was telling me, but he's on his way. Anytime he will be here.
Honorable members, I had a meeting with General Muhoozi in my office, and he said he was going for lunch. And let's give a benefit of doubt. I know you've been patient, and let's continue as we wait. Few minutes. It doesn't cost us much. It doesn't. Rakojo.
Item 5. Bill second reading. The Judicature Amendment Bill 2023.
Rakojo. Yes.
Madam Speaker, this motion is under Rule 59.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, the motion is under Rule 59. And the motion is that, Madam Speaker, you suspend Parliament for 15 minutes. Don't say no. Parliament is not does not operate by shouting.
There is only one person who makes a decision in this House, and let's allow the member to move his motion.
What's wrong with Chankwanzi graduates?
Why are you quarreling like this is Kira municipality?
No, I thought, Madam Speaker, after 2 years in Parliament, even if there was no orientation, people will know that rules here are very important. But they're just shouting as if you're in Chankwan's brew roasting. Madam Speaker, the motion.
Bring your motion.
The motion, Madam Speaker, falls under 59. And the motion, Madam Speaker, is that you suspend Parliament for 15 minutes. Since in your earlier ruling you said this matter is very serious and you also want to deal with it. And Madam Speaker, knowing the conduct of many of the ministers, including those who are now here shouting as if that is the form of interaction here. So the motion is that you suspend Parliament for 15 minutes to allow this minister who was on his way to come to Parliament and attend to a matter that, in your own judgment, you have ruled is very important and you have altered the order paper as a result. Madam Speaker, I make to move.
I am putting a question. You don't teach me what to say.
Munsi buli omu alina ekirooto kuba kuwaguza kulafuubana n'okulemerako okutuuka ku buwanguzi. Ddala wamma ggwe luba lunaku mulindwa okyasobeddwa eka ne mu kibira nga weebuuza omuntu omutuufu anaakutuusa ku makula g'ebirooto byo oba okooye kuferebwa. Kankwanjulire aba Brand Pro Property Services Limited abeegulidde erinnya mu kutuukiriza ebirooto by'abantu ebyekuusa ku ttaka. Bagula wamu n'okutunda ettaka n'amayumba ku buli luguudo lwa Uganda wamu n'okwetooloola ensi yonna byonna mu mawanga agatali gamu nga USA, India wamu ne Bungereza. Tulina estates eziwedde okuzimbibwa. Gano makula bukula weegulire ennyumba ey'ekirooto kyo olwaleero ku bbeeyi esoboka. Naawe anoonyeza okupangisa tuzirina ng'ate tusobola n'okukulaakulanya ettaka, amayumba oba estates zo ne zeegombesa buli muntu. Oyagala saveya oba olina ekizibu kyonna nga kyekuusa ku ttaka, bitukwase g'osirike. Tusangibwa ku MT House ku mwaliiro ogusooka room 5 ewazana ku Entebbe Road okuliraana ekizimbe kya Muguluma Empire. Osobola okutukubira oba okutuweereza obubaka ku WhatsApp namba zaffe noti 773 206 584 oba noti 703 824 noti 79 ne ku website www.brandpro.co.ug. ate mwe bankuba kyeyo ebyammwe byateredde anti osobola okugula poloti oba okufuna ennyumba n'okomawo nga buli kimu kiri malidaadi saana. Sebatuka abafera olwaleero ng'okolagana ne Brand Pro Property Services Limited. Tutuukiriza birooto.
You know, you've been out of parliament for some days, Malende. Is the motion seconded? I am putting a question that those in favor of suspension of the House for 15 minutes, say aye. To the contrary, nay. You mean you're the speakers? The nays have it. Honorable members, I have an amendment, only one amendment, that can keep us as we wait. One amendment on Judicature Amendment Bill. And one thing you should know, that you have a partner who is willing to sort out these issues. Honorable members, you'll recall that the Judicature Amendment Bill 2023 was read for the first time on 22nd November 2023 and duly referred to the Committee of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, and I am reliably informed that the committee is ready to report. I now invite the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs to move a motion for the second reading.
Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to move that the bill entitled the Judicature Amendment Bill 2023 be read for the second time.
Is the bill seconded? Seconded by the whole front desk, bench, Ogwang, Aroboy, Rakojo, Minister of Finance, by the whole one side, by Macho, by Achut, by all the independents. Would you love to speak to your motion?
Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues.
Honourable members, before he brings it, you know, when you're in this house, put a smile. It's not a do or die. This is your house. It's not a do or die. Eh? Nobody should intimidate you in this house. Let's smile, feel at home. I know, I have seen how Solo is forcing to be annoyed. Hilderman is forcing to be annoyed, and yet when he looks at me, he smiles. Yes, can you move?
Right Honourable Speaker, in a nutshell, the object of the bill is to give effect to Articles 130 and 134 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda by prescribing additional number of justices of the Supreme Court and justices of the Court of Appeal. The bill further empowers Parliament to increase both the number of justices of the Supreme Court and justices of the Court of Appeal to such higher numbers as Parliament may by resolution prescribe. The judiciary staff establishment or structure was approved by Cabinet to facilitate the increase of the number of justices of the Supreme Court and justices of the Court of appeal. So in a nutshell, Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues, just like you indicated, this is the amendment we intend to introduce to the Judicature Act by amending it through this bill. I beg to submit and move.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, a procedure.
Report ereeteddwa erimu ebintu ebikulu bibiri. Ekisooka, minisita agenze na buli kye yali awulidde abikuŋŋaanyizza wamu n'agamba twawulira BBC yagamba bwe, twawulira Human Rights Commission yagamba bwe, twawulira bw'amaze n'agamba nti famire z'abantu ababuzibwawo zaagana okutuyambako okubanoonya. N'olw'ensonga eyo tetusobodde kubaleetera kisembayo ku bantu bano. Kyekiri mu report. Ekyo kikulu nti gavumenti ekkiriza nti okunoonyereza kwayo ate nga abantu abamu baabuzibwanga emmotoka nga teziriko number plate. Abasirikale abajja okukwata abantu buli mu Uganda abamanyi tebabeera mu uniform z'amagye, tebabeera mu uniform za poliisi. Ekyo bakikola mu bugenderevu nti olunaku luba n'ababuuza abantu balazeewa nga babeewakana. So statement erimu ebintu bibiri, kwewakana na kugamba nti tulemereddwa okunoonyereza okufuna ekituufu ku bulawo kw'abantu.
I'll begin with thanking my team for the solidarity they have so far exhibited, even when their attempts to create fissures within the rank and file of the opposition. The opposition has been together. Attempts to undermine our cohesion have been on, but they are still together. Secondly, today the minister, as demanded, has tried to hazard a statement with no attempt to respond in very particular terms to the issues. The framework of the statement is all there for everyone to see. I was only short of raising a motion to reject it, but I thought after consulting with my team that we are better off threading it by responding to it with a rejoinder next week. Invariably, the end game should be accountability, not merely creating statements without substance. Even in matters over which the public has immense knowledge, the regime believes that the public is gullible. Where artificial accidents were created, where people were shot on the spot, the regime believes and continues to delude itself that we have no information. You are aware that we have profiled the missing persons and their families. You are aware that the media, print and electronic, has been following these families. Up to now, a regime of 40 years cannot get to these families to actually fully inform the public as to their whereabouts. Now that they have denuded themselves, to further confirm that they are not willing to make full disclosure, we are going to consult with ourselves as a team, and when we return back, our approach is going to be different. I thank you. Ebibaddewo mu Parliament mubirabye, twabanja ekiwandiiko ekinnyonnyola ensonga ze twaleeta omukaaga kinnakimu. Omukulu aleese ekiwandiiko kya miko 17 naye ng'ekiriko paragraph ziri mu Luzungu, temuli nsonga ya Simba gy'oyinza okugamba baginnyonnyodde. Kyongedde tutegeeza nti abantu bano si beetegefu kunnyonnyola ggwanga buvunaanyizibwa bwe balina oba obukuumi eri abantu n'okutegeeza eggwanga wa abantu baffe gye baabuzibwa. Abasoma ekiwandiiko simanyi kye banaalowooza ku yeetaddeko omukono n'abamuyambyeko kikola, kubanga abantu aba bulijjo n'abataasoma balina obujulizi obumala ku byakolebwa n'ebikolobero n'abantu abaabuzibwawo. Minisita alowooza nti omuntu eyabuzibwawo erinnya lye we likyuka okuva ku sitemu gyo n'afuuka baguma aba teyabulawo. Ndowooza kigenda tuyambako nga ttiimu okwongera okuteeka gavumenti eno ku nninga. Omulundi guno sigenda kukuma ku babaka baffe aba Parliament, tugenda kusaba bannayuganda bonna beegattemu mu kubanja, naddala nga gavumenti atandise okwebuzaabuza n'okugezaawo okuteekawo embeera nti betwogerako tebiriiwo. Naye ekirungi ekivuddeyo tibazzeemu kulimba nsi nti abantu betwogerako tebaliiyo, bali mu kwegaana na kubuzaabuza. Njala kwebaza ttiimu yange olw'obumu n'okubasaba mwenna obutakkiriza abantu bonna bateekawo mbeera etwawulamu, kubanga ffe eddoboozi lya bannayuganda abatalina aboogerera, obumu bwaffe bwe bujja okuyamba gavumenti eno okuvaayo okuukubira ennyonnyole wajja yatwala abantu n'abantu abali mu makomera nga tebawozesebwa n'abo abali mu kooti z'amagye n'abo abattibwa eyo ku nnyanja ne ku mbalama zaayo ng'abalanga okubeera abalunnyanja. Tujja kudda ku lwokubiri, tujja kutegeeza eggwanga ekiddako nga tuzze okuwa okulambulula kiripooti kino ekyekimpatiira n'okikubamu ebituli. Tujja bategeeza ekiddako.
Alipoota bw'olaba engeri gye bagikozeemu olabira ddala ng'ejjoogo n'okunyoomanyoma kwa gavumenti eno kukyeyongera mu maaso. Tugitunuulidde ennaku gye bazikoledde ana nga temuli kirimu okuggyako empapula ne kkala yaazo ebaddeko. N'olwekyo nga loopu bwagayidinze ku lwokubiri tugenda kudda ne comprehensive report emale okulaga ebyo boogedde nti yonna temuli nsonga tubalage n'obujulizi obusingawo. N'olwekyo paalamenti tujja giddamu lwakubiri nga tuzze okubalaga bwe tunaamala twogere koosi eddako twogere ki ekiddako.
Gavumenti egezezzaako okulaga nti kye twali twogera kituufu, ddala kituufu twali twetaaga lipooti erimu omulaka eno gyereese, naye ate nayo tugenda kwewa obudde tukomewo olwokubiri tubeere nga tugisubmitingako. Ensonga ezisinga obungi ezoogeddwako nze emisango gy'aba political prisoners nze njirimu era fayiro zinzirina. So tusuubira okuba nti ku lunaku olwokubiri naffe tugenda kujja n'obujulizi bwonna ebikakasa ebyo byennyini nga ebikakasa ebyo byennyini bye babadde boogeddeko.
Teyina na kimu ku lwange kyendabye nti ezzeemu era bye bya bulijjo bye batera okujja ne beekweka. Naawe ogenda kutwala obudde oba n'eggwanga lyonna litwala obudde lyekennenya lipoota eno. Nabadde nsuubira minisita okujja nga nnyonnyola muntu ku muntu kinnoomu nti ono twamutwala mu kkooti ali wano, ono ali wano. Nkuwa ekyokulabirako ku bantu nga Kanata Muhammad. Lipooti terina kyemwogeddeko at all era ebirese bulesaawo. Tebalina kye boogedde nti oba bwe twagende wa Kanata Muhammad twazuula kino naye nga kituufu bagendayo era ekyo kirirako obujulizi. Poliisi yagendayo n'ekukuta ekiro ne batuukako era ne babagamba nti omuntu yabula. Ne bagenda wa Ssempijja Yuda ne bawabawo obujulizi nti yabula. Tebalina kye boogeddeko at all, bakiresaawo mu bbanga. Tebalina kye boogedde ku kamera kubanga abantu abo bonna abasinga we babakwatira waliwo ne kamera za gavumenti. Tebalina kye boogeddeko ku nsonga eyo. Be bagamba abaasiikinga asayira mu ebweru naani abaasiikinga asayira bakiresaawo bwe batyo mu bbanga. Kugamba omuntu obanga bakukutte ng'oli sayidi emu nga bo we balowooza bino oyinza obutabikulowoozako naye tubabuuza kale naani abaasaba asayiramu tubategeere nti ono ali bweru ono ali bweru ono ali bweru ku bantu 18 boogerako omuntu omu nti asaba asayiramu. We are also going to verify that oba ddala kituufu. Ku by'abasiraamu seeka kirevu ono gwe bakuba amasasi wali ensangi ekyokulabirako ekyamangu. Lipooti terina kyemwogerako at all. Nibe ssebo ne banyawo mukwate namwe mufune obuvunaanyizibwa mugende mukwatagane ne commissioner wa prisons abalage. Tebalina kye batunnyonnyodde lwaki bannansi bakyabatwala abatali bajaasi lwaki bakyabatwala mu court martial bakiresaawo mu bbanga. Ebyobufuzi bulijjo mu kimanyi kyasobola kugenda kugulawo offices zaffe the Shrinking Civic Space gye twayogerako. Office tukyasobola kutambula nga tutambula twetaaya. Omukyala wa Kibalama has been consistent. Never neighbors who were available, they have been consistent about that. Era nakyo bakirese bulesi mu bbanga among others. So ku lwaffe tulowooza nga bwe tweyongera okugyetegereza lipooti eno tugenda kukomawo ku Tuesday.
Of course, report statement Minister Muhoozi gy'asomye. Of course beeyongedde kweteekamu mu kuwa bennyini mu bulago. Omuganda agamba beeyongedde kweteekamu gwa kabugu. Olw'ensonga boogera ku Bakibalama, boogera ku Baddamulira, boogera ku bantu abattibwa bannabukenya n'abalala. Naye tebalina solution, tebalina kiddako. Kubanga ffe ezino ensonga zetuzenga tulweizinga ebbanga lyonna. Bo bennyini bakikonfaminga mu statement. Naye ng'abali ku ludda eno olw'opposition era enkya tetuli mu parliament. Wabula olwokubiri kyakomawo ne ripooti ng'ababaka naki ekiddako kubanga ensonga tezinnaggwa. Era abantu temulowooza nti olwaleero Katoolo kiwedde nti oba bikomyawo. Kubanga ensonga zetubanja tezinnakolebwako. Abavubi bakyabonyaabonyezebwa ku nnyanja. Olwaleero abaana baffe bakyatwalibwa mu court martial. Olwaleero Bakibalama tetubalaba. Kitegeeza ripooti tesobola kumala nti olwedde ekiwedde kubanga tulina okuzzaako obaolyawo ekiddako. Naye olwokubiri wiiki ejja bannayuganda bajja kuba bamanya ki kye tuzzaako ng'ababaka.
Well, the statement is not satisfactory, but at least we're able to bring them to Parliament to say something. Initially, the minister had arrogantly said that he had nothing to say. He said he had already said enough and he had nothing to add on. Happily today he had something to add on, okay? He yielded to pressure and said something. But that's not enough because they are simply denying themselves on many things. Even a patrol that everybody saw on the shooting rampage November 2020, he was able to deny it, saying the number plate was not clear. So I'm hopeful that when we return on Tuesday, we shall be able probably to also display videos to show them, okay, the videos we've been able to shoot ourselves. Those are admissible. There are videos which can be admissible in law, those to whom you can attach a person that's been able to shoot it and is a professional person. So we are hopeful that when we return on Tuesday, we shall bring evidence of people they've denied of not being there. They have shown that people like probably Shibalama through the country, you know, there are funny things they are saying. People they conceded to having them previously, okay? This statement has been a total shame to government. But on Tuesday when we return, we shall be able to expose them more.
Yeah, we want to thank the executive for responding. Although they have been sluggish in responding on these issues, yet they should have taken them so seriously. We don't know why, but possibly when you look at the report, it required some details which one wanted it to really get to either the victims or to the ground. And I think it was a comprehensive report that has been received by the House. We now await the response from the opposition because they are the ones who raised these allegations. We don't know whether the reporter has given them the details they required or whether they will give more information that will require government to further research and respond back to the House. So we await the response, but I'm satisfied and I want to thank the government for responding in detail, much as they had already given almost a similar report, but now this one has been more detailed with facts, and we await the government, the opposition side to give.
Not at all. Of course, the statement is too shallow. It has fell short. It has fell short to explain the specifics of each and every person. This is what we explain. This is what we expected. For example, apart from mentioning that maybe people, other people went and sought asylum, who are these people who sought asylum among the 18 who are missing? We expected them to tell us about Sempija Yuda and Kanata Muhammad. The report is totally silent about these people. Yet we have evidence that police went to their respective homes and they interacted with the parents and the relatives of these people. But they have not mentioned anything about them. Yet it was in broad daylight, in front of the government cameras when these issues happened. The abductions happened. So we are not contented in that regard. What about the Muslims? Sheikh Shiref, have you heard anything about Sheikh Shiref, who was gunned down in broad daylight? The report has not mentioned anything about the Muslims who are being killed in broad daylight, and apart from saying that the civic space, the shrinking civic space, is not happening in this country. But you are aware about what is happening when we are opening up our various offices. We are not allowed to operate as expected. When we happen to say that we want to open up an office in Mukono, police deploys. So he has not mentioned anything to do with the shrinking civic space, apart from making a general statement that they are not doing anything to do with the shrinking civic space.
Uganda Eyenkya.